#1 Cochran Sports Showdown rolls on. Later, we'll talk about Jeff Capel, also Le'Veon Bell. But right now, we're talking about the Pirates, who complete a sweep in Detroit. And that's certainly encouraging. Detroit's not very good, but still on the road to get 3 wins. They come home tomorrow for their home opener. But I don't think it's going to change many predictions that I think all of us had. None of us picked over 79, most between 72 and 75. But Paul Zeise, what did you learn about the Pirates that you may not have known? And does this change anything about your approach?
Not really. In fact, I really nothing happened this weekend that surprised me at all. Detroit stinks. Let's get that out of the way right now. They and the Marlins are the 2 worst teams in Major League Baseball. Both of them will struggle to get much above 60 wins. So I kind of expected the Pirates to have success there. It doesn't surprise me they hit the ball a little bit. It doesn't surprise me that the bullpen was pretty bad all weekend long, and it doesn't shock me that the starting pitching had various degrees of success. I mean, it doesn't. I said, I pinned it on my Twitter profile so no one can say I didn't say it. I said 79 and 83 to start the season.
You were optimistic, Paul, because I said 74, and I'll stick with that. Although I did say I think Trevor Williams is going to have a great year. I thought he was outstanding today. Little control issues with the 5 walks, but you don't give up a hit in 6 innings. Hurdle did the right thing, getting him out of the game at that point. He was struggling to get through, but he didn't give up a hit. And then I also felt like Gregory Polanco, if he can stay healthy, is going to have a real big year, and he's certainly off to a great start. Now, can he stay healthy through tomorrow? That remains to be seen.
Yeah, I think it changed my prediction in this regard. I said 72 wins, so I'll say 73 now, because I thought they'd win the opening series, but maybe not sweep, because to Paul's point earlier, this is a horrible baseball team. I mean, they are really suffering in Detroit right now. Thank God they got Michigan for hockey and for basketball, because professionally, this is one of the worst sports teams or sports cities in America with the struggles they've had, and the Tigers are going to make things worse. But when it comes to the Pirates, yeah, I think a better team exploits one of those walks that Trevor Williams gives up and actually gets a hit to make the dam break potentially. Or, I think a team makes that comeback or has a runner score so Francisco Cervelli doesn't tag him or it gets replayed. Something to that effect. A slightly better team gets at least 1 victory against the Pirates so that they're not coming back with a sweep. Maybe still a series win, but not a sweep.
All right, let me ask you about a play you just brought up there, Tim. And Ron, I'll start with you. I did not like what I saw in that reversal. I thought it took way too long, and to me, I've always been one on replay. If you can't determine within 30 seconds to a minute, then to me, it's conclusive. It's inconclusive, which means the call on the field should stand. I thought the Pirates got away with one there. I don't care one way or the other how that worked out. I just don't like it in general. Did you like the way that was handled?
No, I mean, it's entirely too long. I mean, it's a cold day. You're making the fans sit out there forever. And I didn't see the proof that Cervelli actually tagged him. And I believe, Detroit appealed to the league to show them the image that showed the guy out. And I don't know that they did. I thought for sure there wasn't enough to overturn it. Hey, the Pirates aren't going to give it back. It counts. And they feel good about 3-0, but I don't like replay going on that long. If you can't determine it within a minute, then go with the call on the field. Same thing in football.
I would say 30 seconds. I mean, if you can't, they have so much digital technology now. If you can't look at it from 7 or 8 different angles, zoom in, zoom out, pixel by pixel, you can't do that in 30 seconds and figure out, okay, it's wrong, then go with whatever that was called on the field.
Well, yeah, I mean, if the premise is they're working too hard to find why the call was wrong as opposed to say why the call was right, I tend to agree. But this is the rabbit hole you go down with replay. The minute we take replay away from all sports is the minute you get another Tim Cheetah situation or, another horrible call at home plate like the Pirates had a few years ago, or the no-hitter that got blown. Who was that, Jim Joyce? Is that the name of the umpire that blew that? You're going to get one of those. We're going to say, well, we have the technology and somebody just lost a World Series or a playoff game because we got spooked off.
Yeah, but that's what it's for. It's to correct those really bad
Yeah, but you can't do that, Ron. You can't just say we're going to correct the only really bad ones.
Yeah, you can. If you take 30 seconds,
how are you going to do it?
Take a minute and you can't determine whether it's right or
But you're still going to review it for a minute.
On the field.
But
I don't want a Jim Joyce call. I'd rather have that corrected.
But you can't in advance say we're only going to look at the really bad ones, because who's going to find what's a really bad one?
You can put a time limit. You can put a time limit on it.
I'm okay with putting a clock on it.
All right, one at a time.
Put a clock on it.
I said I'm okay with putting a clock on it.
Then that corrects the really bad ones.
See, to me, To me, if it goes, again, it should be just simply look at it, make a determination. If you can't, it's inconclusive.
Absolutely.
But Bob, you're a TV guy. There's multiple.
100%.
So you're not going to use all the camera angles to look?
No.
Oh, okay. So only use the TV angles that get in there fast enough.
What they did was they took 3 different and pieced it together like a CSI episode. That's not what it's supposed to be.
That's why they got the technology to do it.
But it's not supposed to be that difficult. Then the call has to be safe. And that's it.
Or whatever was called on the field. If he
but you
called him
can't,
out.
we do this all the time in hockey, too. You can't get Jonathan Drew in without getting Daniel Briere.
Well, that's also
you
stupid.
You can't have both of them.
Well, then you're getting two. It's only going to get better or worse depending on your position. When that offside is called, like Malkin this year, where he straddled the blue line.
That's what I'm saying.
And yet his skate was just barely off. To me, that goes against the spirit of the rule.
Well, what do you mean spirit? What does that mean, spirit?
Well,
you get it right or you get it wrong.
It was an offside call. They didn't take forever to make that call. I didn't have a problem with that. I don't care if his foot was over the line. It's an offside call.
Well,
but they didn't take 5 minutes to come to that
conclusion. We're getting into completely different arguments here, but just for the record, I don't think that after the fact the goal's been scored, you should be able to review offsides, but that's just me. All right, now it's time to smooth things out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do that with our smooth moves of the week as we go around the horn. This is presented to you Armina Stone, Pittsburgh's largest supplier of the smoothest granite, marble, and quartz countertops in the area. Armina Stone. So, smooth moves. Paul Zeise, you're first. How about Friday? Gregory Polanco walks off with I guess it wasn't a walk-off, but a 13th inning, 3-run homer. He started this season. He's batting like 350 or something. He's like 480 slugging. He's got 5 RBIs already. Break up the Polanco man.
My turn. I guess I got to try this anyhow. Ariki Ogunbowale. How does that sound?
We can use replay to figure it out if you want.
I think I did okay with it. She plays for Notre Dame, hit the shot to beat UConn, hit the shot tonight to beat Mississippi State. She'll go down in Notre Dame lore right there with Newt Rockne. I don't care how you pronounce her name.
I'm going to go with, I had a hard time between 2 Vegas Golden Knights. Either Fleury for going past Grant Fuhrer on the all-time wins record, but I'm going to go with William Karlsson for that sick between the legs goal that he scored the other night in San Jose.
Sid goal.
That was one that, man, you look at it and you say, boy, he did it in competition. He's been having an unbelievable season. And the Columbus Blue Jackets are probably saying they don't want to deal with him. I mean, they got rid of him. I don't even know how they did that. But those are our smooth moves of the week, brought to you by Armina Stone. And once again, we're talking about Pittsburgh's largest indoor stone gallery, granite, marble countertops imported from all over the world to give you the smoothest countertops in the area. Armina Stone. We'll be back with Le'Veon Bell Talk next.